Greetings from South Korea. I am Arirang News AI anchor. Here is the news-making headlines today. U.S. President Donald Trump says a preliminary deal to end the war with Iran has already been signed, and that details will be released pretty soon. However, differences between the two sides are already emerging, including over whether commercial vessels will be allowed to pass freely through the Strait of Hormuz without transit fees. While Trump insists there will be no charges, Iran's semi-official Fars news agency reports that Tehran's right to collect transit fees has been recognized. Disputes have also surfaced over frozen Iranian assets, with Iran calling for immediate release upon the signing of the MOU, while the U.S. says any release must be tied to Iran's nuclear commitments. Global markets rallied on Monday, and oil prices fell sharply after the United States and Iran reached an agreement to extend their ceasefire and reopen the Strait of Hormuz. The S&P 500 climbed 1.7%, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 468 points, or 0.9%. The Nasdaq Composite jumped 3.1%, led by strong gains in semiconductor shares. Oil prices moved in the opposite direction. Brent crude for August delivery settled at $83.20 a barrel, down 4.9% from the previous session. West Texas Intermediate crude for July delivery closed at $80.75 a barrel, a decline of 4.8%. North Korea has criticized the recent large-scale live-fire exercise by Japan's ground self-defense force, calling it a test of re-invasion capability. In an article published on Tuesday, the ruling party newspaper Nodongshinmun claimed Japan's counter-strike capability was a preemptive strike capability. It also said that the participation of long-range missiles and high-speed glide weapons in the early June exercise shows Japan has entered a stage of actively preparing for preemptive strikes. Referring to Tokyo's annual defense white paper, which describes Pyongyang as an imminent threat, the newspaper claimed this clearly indicates who is the primary target of Japan's strike plans and broader remilitarization efforts. The South Korean national football team has completed its first full squad training session since arriving in Guadalajara, Mexico. Led by head coach Hong Myung-bo, South Korea trained on Monday, 3 days ahead of its second Group A match at the 2026 FIFA World Cup against Mexico. Midfielder Bae Jun-ho and defender Kim Tae-hyun, both recovering from injuries, rejoined team training, allowing all 26 players to take part in a full session together for the first time since the squad arrived in Guadalajara. Bae had suffered an ankle injury during a friendly against Trinidad and Tobago in May, while Kim injured ligaments in his left ankle during training 2 days before Korea's victory over Czechia. Some smaller K-pop music agencies are set to receive government aid to help with global expansion. The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism said Tuesday that it is launching a new support program to help small and mid-sized K-pop music agencies expand overseas. 10 smaller entertainment agencies will be selected each year, with each receiving annual support worth around $200,000 for up to 3 years. The first beneficiaries of the support are K-pop groups Resende, Psychers, Tunex, K-Ross, Campy Blue, 82 Major, Big Ocean, U-Spear, Ixen, and A-Turn. Each agency can choose how the grants are spent as long as the funds are used for overseas expansion. That is all from me today. Thank you for watching.